I've been living in Miami pretty much my whole life. When I started college, it was really the first time when I started meeting and connecting with other people that were not from Miami. People from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, Texas, Illinois, Massachusetts, people from Massachusetts as well. What was really funny was hearing everybody's first impression about Miami, and a lot of these first impressions are things that I just grew up around, so for me it was something normal, but to them it was something completely new. Basic things like, oh, I didn't know in Miami so many people would speak Spanish. Whoa, people drive really recklessly. There's so many plastic surgery signs, you don't really see that up north. All these small things are things that I always grew up around, but for people that just moved to Miami, they are big surprises, which is why in this video, I'm gonna be explaining what to expect when you move to Miami. The first thing that we're gonna be talking about, and something that you should really know about Miami, is the weather. Let's talk about the heat. And no, I'm not talking about the NBA team. I'm talking about the actual heat. Guys, it gets really, really hot in Miami, and even in months when you don't expect any heat, it's still hot. Legit, it'll be November and it'll be like 85, 90 degrees outside. Also, seasons, I really don't know what seasons are. In Miami, it's pretty much a permanent summer. It stays hot year round. All right, I'm not gonna lie, maybe you get 1 or 2 winter days where everybody starts freaking out. It's the only day of the year where you wear a jacket, and the lowest I'll get to is maybe like 65, low 70s. Also, I've heard people from up north be like, well, in New Jersey, the summer is also really hot. All right, let me tell those people something. With the humidity, the mosquitoes, the vapor, the swampy feeling, even though it might be like 90 or like 80 degrees in Miami, it literally feels like an oven. It feels like a legit 350 degrees of heat. Besides the heat, the weather is also extremely bipolar. You step outside, you look up at the sky, you look at one side, and it is completely pitch dark, black, thunderstorm going on. It looks like a hurricane, but then you turn your head, you look up, and it is a perfect blue sky, beautiful day, beautiful weather, and guess what? You have both of those extremes in one place. It'll be perfectly fine, beautiful day, and it will be really hot after that rain. And then it'll rain again, then you have blue skies, it rains again, blue skies. It's just a cycle that goes on and on. People have also wondered about hurricanes and all that type of stuff. Yes, hurricanes happen every once in a while. Honestly, they're not too bad if you prepare well. The worst thing is just not having an AC for a couple of weeks. But even with a hurricane going on, we still like to have a really good time. 2 years ago, we had Hurricane Irma. My house had no AC, no power, nothing, and my dad decided to have a barbecue on the front porch.
Ooh, so we're bringing the barbecue. We're gonna have a barbecue right here during hurricane season. I like it, I like it.
The next thing that you should expect when you move to Miami is that sometimes people speak more Spanish than English. I grew up around this all the time, so for me it's kind of surprising when somebody moves to Miami and they're like, whoa, I can't believe that they only speak Spanish here. Miami is a very multicultural city, especially when it comes with Latin Americans, which is why we speak a lot of Spanish down here. A big piece of advice that I have for anybody moving to Miami is to learn at least really basic Spanish. Trust me, learning basic Spanish can come a really far way, especially with really basic things like ordering an Uber, going grocery shopping, or even going out to eat. Ordering an Uber, going grocery shopping, going out to eat to a restaurant is a whole different experience in Miami. Hi, I think you're my Uber driver, Bob, black Honda Civic?
Yes, Mr. John Edwards. Hi, hop on in. I have mints in the back. Let's have a really long conversation about our lives.
Hi, I think you're my Uber driver, Jesus, white Honda Civic?
Oye, ni me hables del Honda, que el Honda es robado, pero yo en Cuba manejaba por toda la isla y acá estoy haciendo Uber por la izquierda, pero vamos, métete.
I'm sorry, I don't really speak Spanish. I just moved down here. No español.
Que tú no hablas español. ¿Y qué haces tú en Miami sin hablar español?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Bob. I will be your waiter for this evening. May I take your order? Yes, hi. I would like to order the medium rare filet mignon with mashed potatoes, but please put the gravy on the side. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your service. That shouldn't be an issue. Your satisfaction is my highest concern. I don't really understand this menu. What's ropa vieja? Vaca Rita? Vaca Frida? What is that? Sir, by any chance do you have a menu in English? I don't speak any Spanish. El loco este está más perdido. ¿Qué hace él en Miami sin hablar una gota de español? ¿Está loco? Something else really important that you need to know before you move to Miami is the driving. Driving in Miami is a pain in the ass. Not only do people drive really recklessly, people drive like crazy, but there's also traffic all the time and everywhere. One of the worst things is that you pretty much need a car in Miami. It's really hard to get around with a bike because you're pretty much gonna get hit. And the public transportation system, honestly, it's not the best. It's very limited, so you pretty much need to buy a car. On top of that, drivers in Miami are really aggressive.
Hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but there was no other option. Sorry, ma'am, that was completely on me. I've been driving so reckless. I've just had a horrible day. You saw what you just did, right? You just hit me, but it's all right. It's a learning experience. We'll just have to call our insurance and they will get it resolved. Bro, what the f was that? You mother. Yo, don't f***ing worry. I don't need to call the cops. I got your license plate number down, all right? Dog, you don't even f know me like that. Oh, you want to start something? Oh, all right. Let's or something.
Next up on our list is cost of living. Cost of living in Miami is pretty expensive compared to other cities. Miami's rent prices are much higher than the national average, and on top of that, people don't make enough money to afford those rent prices, so it does cause a conflict. Right here you have this beautiful 1-bedroom apartment, utilities included, everything for about $1,000 a month. For $1,000 a month, this is what you will get in Miami. And that's without electricity, no utilities, no Wi-Fi. So when you add up everything, it comes to about maybe $1,500 for that unit. Next thing you need to know about Miami is that it's a really superficial city. What I mean by that is that everybody works really hard to keep up their bodies looking good. Everybody's like doing plastic surgery, guys are taking roids. Everybody's just trying to look as best as possible. You're literally gonna be seeing plastic surgery signs all over the city. And when you turn on the radio, a lot of the commercials are also gonna be about plastic surgery. You'll be walking and you see women with these like really big, some guys might do steroids to get really big, really fast. And obviously, one of the main reasons Miami is kind of like that is, well, first of all, it's a big party city, and on top of that, we do have the beach year round, so people are just trying to like impress. Now, the thing about all this plastic surgery and all these steroid muscles is that sometimes it gets way too overboard. You'll be walking down the street and you'll see women with like things like just, I don't even know how to describe it. Guys will try to get so jacked up, they'll try to get these really big bicep abs, but then you look at their legs and you're like, bro, those legs belong to a chicken. Legit, this is what my body looks like in a normal state, and this is my body if you add the Miami muscular steroid physique filter. Next thing about Miami is that Miami is very laid back. I don't know what it is, if it's the beach or the fact that we don't have winter, so we don't have like that seasonal depression, but we're definitely like much less strict than other places. Now, of course, with us being laid back, you have like all these crazy things happening all the time, but overall, we're pretty chill. Something else about Miami is that we have our own time system. You know that phrase that pretty much goes like, if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late? Well, in Miami, it's a little bit different. In Miami, it's more like, if you're on time, you're early, and if you're really, really late, you're on time. So if you move here and you start making friends, and they're like, oh, let's go out, let's go to a party, let's go out like around 8 p.m. You don't go to that party at 8 p.m. You go to that party at around maybe 11, midnight, around that range. If your friend is from Miami and they're saying that they're on their way, they're lying. They're just about to get ready. These are just some things to keep in mind when you move to Miami. The next thing you need to know about Miami is that there's just a lot to do. There's a bunch of beach space, but if it rains, you have a bunch of malls and different things going on. If you're an early morning person like me, there's a lot of places to go running, biking. But if you like to get crazy and you like to be up all night, there's also a bunch of places for that as well. The list of things to do in Miami just goes on and on and on, so I'm not really gonna say much about them. But just know that there is a lot to do and you're not gonna be bored. But guys, that's pretty much it for me. Hopefully you guys really take my advice and this video helps you when you move to Miami. If you're moving to Miami soon, I wish you the best of luck. And I also hope that you found a really cheap place to rent. Legit guys, that is it for me. But always, always, always remember to stay hydrated.